Why? I haven't done a new makeup releases in a really long time, honestly, because none of the new makeup releases consistently have been interesting me enough to talk about them, although I love doing the new makeup release videos. But what I thought I would do today is take a leaf out of Britt Clark's book and do my makeup and talk about new makeup releases while I'm doing it. So if you haven't seen any of Britt Clark's lives, she does them every Monday and she does her makeup while talking about new makeup releases. They're amazing. I love watching them. I never miss one. So I will link her channel down below for you if you haven't seen them, and I'll also link Samantha March's channel down below for you as well, because it's also inspired from her Will I Buy It series. So yeah, I'm just gonna do my makeup, talk about new makeup releases, and have a good old time with you guys. So if that sounds interesting to you, you know the deal. Let's go ahead and do the YouTubey things. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. So I just quickly went and did my brows, and then we're gonna start with eyes first today, and I'm pretty sure this will be a long video because if I'm talking about makeup releases and doing my makeup, it's gonna be a longer one, I'm sure. But I did want to start off by saying that the look I'm gonna do today is completely inspired by my girl Patty, who I actually met through my channel, and she is amazing, and she is called Empties Make Me Happy. Let me triple check that. Yep, Empties Make Me Happy on Instagram, and I'm gonna put the look right here. This is the look that I'm doing. I saw this and fell so far in love. Now Patty has the most amazing eyes. Amazing, like her eye shape and everything. She's got the real estate, she's got the goods, so I feel like this look isn't gonna look as good on me. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I DM'd her. I was like, I have to recreate this. You're amazing. So I'm gonna link her Instagram down below as well. I'm also zoomed out further than I normally am, and I'm kind of sitting to the side a little bit just so that I can put the makeup that I'm talking about on the screen, and I should probably bring it up so that we can get started. Also, I won't talk through like the products and stuff that I'm using because otherwise it's just gonna be extra long, but everything that I'm using on my face today will be linked down below. Let's talk about the new Odin's Eye Cross Angie Nyquist palette. Sometimes I get so tongue-tied when I film. Palette first. So what's it actually called again? Sorry. The Legendary Diversa The Healer palette, and it's got 16 shades, different finishes, two-sidedness expressed in story, and I think it's $43.90 US. I've never actually tried Odin's Eye before. But I do have to admit, this almost had me. And if I wasn't currently saving and trying to kind of like be really conscious of my makeup purchasing, I would have bought this, but I have other things that I'm saving for right now, and I kind of have a similar color story like this when you incorporate other palettes, especially like her Kaleidos palette, etc. So for me, it wasn't like something I could just like easily justify to pick up. I really like the color story. I think the green, you know I'm a sucker for greens. Honestly, if I wasn't saving right now, I would pick this up, and the more I look at it now, I'm like, oh, maybe I should pick it up, but I don't need it. But the color story is really cool. I don't super love that light pink shade that she's got going on there. I don't super love that. I think maybe that's what actually deters me. Whenever I look at this palette, I look at it and I really like it, and then I kind of, I look at it and then I don't know why, but the more I look at it, the more I kind of then convince myself that I really don't need it. But I do think it's really a nice palette, and congratulations to her. I'm sure it will sell out. I've seen so many people already do looks with it. Oh gosh, it's hard doing my makeup and talking about these at the same time. Normally I just sit here and talk about them. This color from Natasha Denona, by the way, useless. It actually has not even shown up on my eyes at all, so thank goodness I have a mint in this Beauty Bay palette. Let's dip into that one now. Too Faced is normally not a brand that I kind of, I don't know, I don't really like the owner of, or the ex-owner of Too Faced, but I'm pretty sure he's still kind of like the CEO, that Jared, whatever his name is. Sorry if you like him. He's done some things in the past that I kind of am like, I don't think I want to kind of support the brand through it. And I just kind of feel like they release kind of the same products over and over again. Their packaging is always amazing and their layout of products is always amazing, but I just don't find them, I guess, intriguing enough to kind of pick up in any way. So anyway, I don't know why I just went on the biggest rant about Too Faced without actually talking about the product. What I'm talking about here is the new Getting Ready for Summer, the Sunset Stripped collection. So it's the Born This Way Sunset Stripped eyeshadow palette and the Chocolate Soleil bronzers and the lip injections, which I'm pretty sure these Chocolate Soleil bronzers are nothing new. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain I've seen all of them before. And then the Born This Way eyeshadow palette, it looks like it's a deeper version than the one that they released, I guess, last year or the year before. So again, nothing new, just a deeper version, which I guess is great for deeper skin tones, especially because I'm assuming the first one maybe wasn't deep enough for them. But yeah, it's definitely nothing exciting. I mean, the shimmers look really pretty, the metallics look really pretty, the pinks look really pretty, but definitely nothing that exciting that makes me feel like I want to spend my coin and pick it up, that's for sure. I have all of those shades and I don't like Too Faced enough to even warrant picking that up. But you know, maybe someone will. So a new product that Trend Mood has just posted literally as I'm filming this is a new product from One Size Beauty, which is Patrick Tar's beauty brand, and it's the Turn Up the Base Beauty Blur Balm, 18 shades with different undertones, oil-free, boosts hydration and erases texture. So is it like a primer? Turn Up the Base Beauty Blur Balm, but it has shades. But it doesn't say it has a lot of texture. Oil-free, boosts hydration, erases texture. I'm intrigued by that. That sounds really, really something that might be up my alley because I love something that erases any texture. I don't love the texture. So that sounds intriguing. I've only tried the, actually I have it here to use today. I've only tried the One Size powder foundation so far, and I've actually only tried it once, so I can't even tell you really how I feel about it yet. But I haven't tried anything else. Okay, I'm intrigued. I will definitely try that beauty balm because I'm here for it. I'm here for it for sure. So we need to talk about this palette. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up. I think I want to, but again, I'm trying to be good with my palettes right now. But the color story of this palette really just calls my name. Two shades specifically. You guys will know exactly which shades when you see it. So the Glamlite Nocturnal palette. It has 12 shades, 4 duochromes, 1 multi-chrome sparkle topper, and 7 smooth mattes for 54. I think that's 54 US dollars, and I think it's about 75 Australian dollars. The palette is magnetic, and it will be available on Feb 20. Actually, I feel like I'm gonna pick this palette up. I feel like I'm gonna pick it up because look at those two green shades. Those two green shades and that periwinkle blue shade is like calling my name so badly. That yellow shade, I have tried Glamlite before. I've got the U Beauty palette and it's really, really a nice palette. They've got really, really good quality. Someone is just about to start leaf blowing because it's Sunday afternoon and there's nothing better to do apparently around here. So if you can hear it, I'm sorry. I really like this. I like the duochromes. I like that the duochromes aren't the typical normal duochromes. I love the look of the mattes, and the mattes in the U Beauty palette were so good. I really liked them. So yeah, I think for the 75, because I think the U Beauty, actually really appreciate that Glamlite has dropped their prices a little bit. The U Beauty palette I think was about 100 and something Australian dollars, which it's a really good quality palette. But I just think it's a bit much for like the average person to kind of spend on it. So I like that they've dropped the price point slightly, but I really like this palette. I think I will for sure pick this up actually. I need to set an alarm because you know I'll forget. Next up is Patrick Tar. He has released new shades of the Double Take Cream and Powder blushes and the Plumping lip glosses. I would love to see him release some other products, like maybe a foundation or a concealer or a powder. I'd love to see what he does with that. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that 3 of these shades, I could be wrong. Yeah, no, I'm fairly certain that the three of these shades, apart from one of them, is in his limited edition like Christmas blush palette that I picked up. I think I used it in a recent video, but you guys know the one that I'm talking about. It's like the palette and it has like 3 of the cream and powder blushes in it. It's a really good palette actually. I wish he just made that permanent, but you know, I get why. But I'm pretty sure he's made these shades like in the singles, which is cool. They are such bright pigmented shades actually. They're intense. They're intense. I'm not going to pick these up because I'm pretty sure I have all the shades, and then a gloss is a gloss for me unless you're like, I don't know, I really just don't want another plumping gloss, to be honest. It's not an interesting product enough for me to like pick it up. I'm just kind of like, okay, cool, like another gloss. It's a bit boring for me if I'm honest. But you know, they're there if you like them. I do want to pick up his eyeshadow palette though. I'm very excited for that to come back in stock. It's been out of stock in Australia for like 7 months. So did anyone see this sneak peek of the Pat McGrath Bridgerton lipsticks. So I don't know if they're new shades. They probably are. They look quite pink. One of them looks really pretty actually. One of them looks like a kind of corally pink, and then 2 lip liners. So I'm not sure when they'll be getting dropped, but I'm gonna presume sometime soon because the new season comes out in March. So I would imagine that she would time it kind of similar to there, I would imagine, but who actually knows? This eye look, I hope it comes together because I don't think I'm doing it justice. Anyway, but yeah, I'm hoping that she might release some other products with it, but I think it might just be the lip products. But yeah, they're nice. I'm not gonna pick these up. I just don't think that, like, lip products for me, they have to be like super, super intriguing or interesting to me to really like warrant picking them up, because they're, especially like pat ones, like they're quite expensive, you know what I mean? So I just kind of like, I don't know, I don't use lip products enough to like really warrant them. Kaleidos released the Smoky Nostalgia collection, and in it comes like, I don't know, who else was like, what? With this collection, like when I saw that they were releasing something, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. I'm really, really excited about this. And then I saw what they released and I was like, what is this? Like, what is this? So it is like it looks like it's a quad, a blush, and then 4 lip products. But then there's other palettes on there, so I don't know if there's like other quads. Maybe I should have a look on their actual Instagram. Let's see. So there's 4 blushes, 5 blushes, and the quad. So it looks like there's 5 blushes in the quad. There you go. Okay. I mean, how random to release 5 blushes and then that smoky quad. Does anyone else feel like that's extremely random, or just me? I don't know. I mean, the blushes look really pretty. They really do. I really like the look of the brushes, but I can't say, to be honest, that that quad is exciting at all. I really could care less about the quad, if I'm honest. This one I'm super excited about. I think I've already talked about it in a video, and it's the new Kosas Foundation. It says it's medium coverage, which I'm super excited about. So clean, skin loving, medium coverage, SPF foundation, hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, peptides, squalane, vitamin B, arnica, and caffeine. Medium coverage with a natural finish and 36 shades, $42 each, that'll be US. I do have to say, I don't think the shade range is that good. I know it's got 36 shades, but when you look at the bottles, I could be wrong. Again, I don't have a lot of experience with like matching people's shades and stuff, but it just doesn't look, I don't know. Let me know if you guys think that's fully inclusive. It doesn't look that inclusive, but it could just be me. But I am excited about this. However, there's 2 things. I wish that it didn't have SPF in it, because usually SPFs will break me out, and I actually saw a lot of people in their comments saying that they wish that there was no SPF in it as well, because it is really an easy ingredient to irritate people's skin. And then I also wish that, well, I'm hesitant to pick it up, even though I'm desperate to, because you know how I feel about pretty much all of their products. I really, really, really love them. Hyaluronic acid doesn't really agree with my skin. It usually does the opposite of making my skin look plumped and juicy. It usually makes it look haggard and tired. So that makes me nervous. And then also I had a look at the ingredient list, and it does have a coconut derived ingredient, like not too high up, but kind of high up in there. And that also makes me nervous because coconut breaks me out so bad. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm gonna pick it up probably, just because I really can't freaking help myself. I just love Kosas too much. One that I'm pretty sure has been out for a little hot minute is the LYS Concealer. So the Triple Fix Brightening Concealer, Rich Ultra Creamy Concealer that helps visibly brighten, conceal, nourish the complexion with a skin-like finish. Full coverage, interesting. Full coverage, natural finish, 25 shades, 18 each. That would be US, ashwagandha, and hyaluronic acid. Probably not going to be for me, if I'm honest, with the hyaluronic acid. And also, I do have a recent review of LYS on my channel if you're interested in my thoughts on the brand. I mean, I do actually really like the brand, but I just didn't really like their foundation. It really, I think because of that hyaluronic acid, it really didn't do anything at all for myself. I have this like pimple right here, and it's like, why? But yeah, no, their actual foundation is a light coverage foundation, so I'm intrigued that they've released a a full coverage concealer, and then what would be their version of full coverage? I'm sure there's reviews out actually. I saw Tanya B. Wells put a review out, so maybe I'll watch hers. Also, Urban Decay, is it like the season? It must be the season for concealers and foundations right now. But Urban Decay released the new Stay Naked Quickie Concealer. It doesn't seem to have any details around what it is. It's already been released in Europe. I don't know, why do they get the releases so early? I want to know why. I hope that this photo on Trend Mood is not the shade range, because that's a really appalling shade range. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure they have a lot more shades to it, because normally Urban Decay is not too bad with their shade range, right? I don't know. I'm intrigued, actually. I am very intrigued. Urban Decay is not really a brand I've ever purchased anything really from. I've never tried their eyeshadow palettes ever. I don't know what it is. I just don't think their products like massively interest me a whole lot. But this one does interest me, as long as the shade range is better. And the packaging intrigues me as well. So, and you know I'm on the hunt for a good concealer, so why not give it a gaze? Makeup Forever have released or are releasing like their new HD Skin Foundation. So they had the HD foundation, and from what it sounds like, they are like they're discontinuing that, and then they're releasing a new one. Undetectable, instantly blurs, 24-hour wear, natural to true to skin finish, 40 shades, which is awesome. And I like the packaging of it as well. That really, that looks quite good, that packaging. I'm into it, I'm into it. I'm gonna try this, I think. I like the, look, if your product tells me that it instantly blurs, you probably have sucked me in. You've probably succeeded in sucking me in to try your product, okay? That's what it is. I have also never really tried much Makeup Forever, hardly at all, actually. I don't know why. Again, it's one of those brands that probably just kind of like slips by the radar for me, but I'm intrigued too, so I might try this. Let me go ahead and just quickly pounce this out. I can't talk and pounce foundation out at the same time, you guys. This release I am extremely excited about. I will be picking up at least one of these, and it is the new Viseart Petite Mattes collection. So basically it looks like Viseart have just taken like their bigger matte palettes that are like, you know, so well known, so many people talk about them, and they're quite expensive though. Like I think in Australian they're well over $100, so they are pretty expensive. But they've taken those and they've put them in their like new petite packaging, you know, like their smaller ones where it's like all of their Tendu kind of palettes are in. And I am here for it. One, because I really like the size of those palettes, and two, because it obviously decreases the price of these palettes quite a lot, so now I can absolutely pick one up. I just couldn't justify spending over $100 before, just because I have the shades. Even though I love their like matte formula, I have the shades in my collection already, so I couldn't like justify spending that much money on them when I do already have shades like that. But I love their matte formula. Their matte formula is so good. I actually think this is a really good move from the brand, and it just kind of puts them in not such a high-end like expensive price bracket. Like it kind of does because the palettes are smaller, etc. But I don't know, I just think a lot more people will find it more reasonable to pick these up and try the brand. I'm 100% gonna pick up the one in the top left-hand corner, like the first one where it's a bit more cool tone. I'm gonna 100% pick that up, and then I'll have a look at the others. Like I probably don't need any of the others right now, but I will 100% pick that one up because that's the one that I've like had my eye on for a while. I don't know if we're supposed to be showing this on the internet or not, but apparently it's released in one of the Sephoras in Europe, so I don't really know what the deal is. But this new Natasha Denona pastel palette, I like was so happy when I saw this. I was just like, yes, 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 when is this getting released? Give it to me, and give it to me now, because I need it. I need it, I need it. I love this. That green, that periwinkle blue, the metallics in here, I love it. The only thing that does make me nervous is that like pastel shades are really hard to formulate, and they're really hard to kind of create so that they actually like don't blend out to nothing on the lid. Like you saw how hard it was for me to even just build like this green shade up, and it's not even like the mint that I wanted. So I don't know how Patty did it. Maybe she can let us know in the comments. But I am excited. I love that it's something different. I think it's perfect for like those of you that go into a spring and summer soon, which is awesome. And I just, yeah, I'm 100% picking this up. But what do you guys think? Like, is this something that you're going to pick up, do you think? There's some people being very loud outside and I don't appreciate it. This release I want, and I'm hoping that I can pick it up but it's expensive. So I need like another month or two before I can pick at least one of these up, but I want to so bad. And this is the Hermes, I think it's the Seasonal Bouquet Discover the Rouge Hermes Spring Summer 2022 limited edition collection. These new refillable objects designed by Pierre Hardy, lacquered with vibrant and impressionable colors. So it's like 3 lipsticks for Hermes for their spring summer collection, and I love them. I love them. I love the packaging. I love when they bring out their limited edition lipsticks and they are in this kind of like colored packaging like this. I missed out on the last lot and I really am bummed about it, because I loved the packaging and I loved the colors of those lipsticks that they had for it as well. I know that they're expensive. I have to admit that my Hermes lipstick is probably now one of my most used lipsticks, even up there with Runway Royalty from Charlotte Tilbury for me. I love it. It is so comfortable. It is so comfortable, and I just really, really like it. I really like the color and the way that it sits on my lips. I probably wouldn't pick up the orange one, because when would I wear an orange lipstick? Like, let's be real. But the other two, oh, I want them. I want them. Let's talk about something that I was like, okay, yeah, but also no. Kylie Jenner released her Valentine's Day collections. Obviously, she was gone for like a year while she was trying to, like, I think she had to reformulate all her cosmetic stuff and etc. because she got bought out by Coty. Anyway, who cares? But she's kind of coming back with her themed collections, as she does. And this one was the Valentine's Day. I have to admit, she almost had me purchasing this collection, or some of this collection, from those Love Heart cream blushes. She really did. And that's one thing I'll give to Kylie, is she really nails the assignments, doesn't she? Like, when it comes to like her themed collections, she just nails it. She does such a good job. Like, even the highlighter and the packaging and the embossing, sorry, I love it. But the palette, what was she doing? Those love, I get it. And I guess the Kylie Jenner kind of brand is probably more aimed at, like, is it more aimed at teenagers? Because that's kind of the vibe I get, the teenagers. But this just really reminds me a lot of Colourpop as well. Does anyone else feel that way? I don't know. She almost had me. The cream blushes, if she was easier to get, like, I wouldn't pick up from like her shipping or anything. If she was easier to get, I probably would pick up one of the cream blushes. I even like the packaging, how it came in like the ripped kind of candy packaging. That's so cute. But then also, Dose of Colors released a little Valentine's Day collection, and they did the Love Heart blushes. So is this like something that like laboratories like shop around or something, and they say, oh look, we can do this is cool, and then you go and do it? Because it seems very interesting that they both did like pretty much the exact same kind of cream blushes at the same time. They must have like the same lab or something, I don't know. But I liked the Dose of Colors one. I just didn't like the lip products that Dose of Colors brought out. Like, I didn't like that double-ended lip product. I don't know, for me I was just like, ugh, nah, no, it's a no from me. I don't know why, I just felt really quite strongly about the fact that I didn't like those double-ended lip products. But I really liked the eyeshadow palette. I know it's just a quad and like it's not different enough for me to pick it up, but I actually like the color story of the quad, like even better than the Kylie palette, because I think this is the kind of quad that you really could just like throw in your bag, or like if you're someone that doesn't wear a lot of makeup or doesn't want a lot of makeup, like you could really use this quite regularly. And it would be really good for the everyday and really like kind of smoky and sultry almost, and just really pretty. But I really like the cream, I really like the cream blushes. Like, I like that heart. I like that heart. If these were easier to get in Australia, I'd pick them up. Tarte is also bringing out a new concealer that goes in line with their Hydro Flex. This one is called the Power Flex. Delivers weightless full coverage with the appearance of a natural looking matte finish. 16-hour long wear, 16-hour crease proof, blurs, brightens, you know, blah, blah, blah. Vegan, waterproof, sweat proof. I actually like wouldn't mind trying this if I'm honest. Because I do find that Tarte's complexion products are usually pretty good. Let me know what you guys think about Tarte still. Like, do we still like them or no? I think their shade ranges, I mean, this shade range is getting better. I think their shade ranges are probably getting better as they go on, which is good because they absolutely needed to. I just think that they need to like get a little bit more innovative, but I will say that I really do like their complexion products, and I think they do a pretty good job at their formulations for the complexion products. So I guess if I was like in Sephora and walked past these, I would probably stop and pick them up. Again, it's not one of those products I would like go out of my way to pick up, but if I was there, I'd be like, yeah, okay, let's give it a gaze. Let's do it. Let's give it a gaze. Urban Decay released this palette, and I know it's been out for a hot minute and people have done like reviews on them already, etc. So I'm late to the game, but it's the Urban Decay Wild Greens eyeshadow palette. It launched like on the 27th of January. So again, I'm like super late to the party, but this is why I don't buy a lot of Urban Decay, because what is that freaking packaging? I'm sorry, but that packaging is awful. Awful. Why? I actually feel like if they'd put this in one of those naked palette kind of style packaging, I actually probably might have even picked this up. It would have looked way more intriguing to me if it was like in that style, but this, I was just like, what is that eye on the front? What does that have to do with wild greens? Like, what does the eye have to do with the wild greens? Can someone please tell me? And I don't know. I have watched, I think, Teresa is Dead, who she kind of just said that this palette, I think it's pretty poor quality from what she kind of said. And, you know, I usually agree with a lot of her stuff, so I'm not going to pick it up. But yeah, this is the reason why I don't pick up Urban Decay, because, yeah, the greens in here interest me. But that packaging looks so tacky and so cheap, and yeah, I don't know. Did anyone pick this up? What did you guys think? I just quickly went and finished my eyes and put eyeliner and mascara, etc. on. So the base makeup is pretty much finished. We just have lips to go. I'm just going to go and have a look and see what else there is out there to have a little chitty chat about, because honestly, nothing really gets me going. Are you guys feeling that way? Like, Benefit has kind of redone their Boing concealer, but I need to sharpen this one second. But I feel like maybe it's like the same concealer but just repackaged, and it's like, okay, cool, who cares? I'm just gonna quickly put my lip liner on. This is Iconic from Nude Iconic Nude from Charlotte Tilbury. I just accidentally overlined my lips so hard, but anyway, I normally don't even overline, but it just happened. And then I'm just going to quickly put my lipstick on as well. So I'm going to use Runway Royalty from Charlotte. Let's see. I'm on trend mood. Let's see what else. Can I just talk about like the rage that Makeup Revolution gives me? Like I feel like for the past year, all I have done when I go on trend mood is see Makeup Revolution. Anyone else? Like, why does she post so much Makeup Revolution? Do her followers really care that much that they want to see this much Makeup Revolution? Seriously. But seriously. Just saying. I can't stand Makeup Revolution. I don't know why. I just can't stand them. No shade or hate if you love them. Oh, Natasha Denona released another mini, which was the Mini Crush eyeshadow palette, and it did not get me going in any way. I think it's a really pretty palette, but it's nothing new from her. We've seen these shades. I'd love to see something a bit different. But again, I know a lot of you love her minis because they're more affordable and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's, you know, it's good if you don't have those shades. Oh, did you guys see this? I know that this has been released for a really long time, but the M Cosmetics Masterpiece Collection, that looks beautiful. I know it's so basic. I do not need it in any way, shape or form, but my goodness. The blush, are they blushes? Heaven's Glow, yeah, the blushes. Those two blushes have me going. I will pick up one of those blushes at some point, and that lip cushion, because I really like those lip cushion products that she has. Is it a lip cushion that she's called that? Yeah, lip cushion. I really like this. I probably wouldn't pick up the eyeshadow palettes because honestly I have all of those shades, but if you are someone that's looking for a really small little neutral eyeshadow palette, the M Cosmetics formula is really, really good quality, so I do recommend it if you're looking for something like that. But I want to get the darker blush and the lighter of that lip cushion for sure. I really just feel like this is it, you guys. So this is the finished makeup look, by the way. It does not look as good as Patty's, but I do really like this look and it turned out well. It was really tough going there at the start. I can't do two things at once. This video was probably an utter mess, and I apologize, but I hope that you enjoyed it in some way. Let me know what you're buying, let me know what you're hating, let me know what you're loving, all of those things. Thank you for being here. If you're watching till this point, like truly, I wish that I could like reach through the screen and give you a hug, because this must have been the toughest video to watch to get through, because I was probably the most annoying person to watch. But anyway, that's it. If you're watching till this point though, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It helps my channel out so much. I really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 4K, you guys. And I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.